Hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have good time together. Always we try to join together to have good education, something we can learn from and we can explore. Before we start, for those who they watch the video somewhere, somehow by other channels, because I allow people and I encourage them actually to download my videos, always you can find Christian Prince live stream in patreon.com/Christian Prince, as you see in front of you. So anytime you see my videos, if you wonder how we can join the live stream and you be part of it, so you can join the community and you can chat with us, and maybe you can even call me when we open the call. Always you can do the following steps. You come to Patreon, as you see in the banner, and you can listen to my update in Instagram. I post always before I go live on air, and we have the link in mind. And for sure we have Facebook. We post there too. You can subscribe if you have a Facebook, and you know, those are just options to communicate with you. Otherwise I don't care really for all those websites. Today our topic is about Muslims rejecting political Islam. But how that can be? I mean, how somebody can say that Muslims are rejecting political Islam if Islam is nothing but politics? If you reject the political Islam, it means you are rejecting Islam, because simply political Islam means that Islam is a government, Islam is ruling, Islam, we rule by Islam. Islam is the name of the government. You know, those Islamic parties like Erdogan and Muslim Brotherhood, which is became one of the biggest Islamic agenda parties, they tried to push this party to control many countries. And actually during the time of Obama himself, he was a partner in this movement, and he tried his best to make many Islamic countries during his time to become under Islamic caliphate of the Muslim Brotherhood. Those who watched my videos before, if you have them in YouTube, if you saw them, you remember we mentioned before that the plan of Obama, which is in the same time the CIA, was very silly and very stupid. Now, I'm not going to question why Obama he agreed with it. I believe Obama never was anything but a Muslim who tried to establish Islam in USA and other countries. But the plan was very simple, that he convinced the Islamic, the US, let us say, people of politics, senators, Congress, whatever. He convinced them that the best way to fight Al-Qaeda, at that time there was no ISIS, is to make the Muslims happy. The Muslims now are upset. Why? Because they are being oppressed by their own government. So what about we give them a government they like? So the plan was that Turkey is already under the Muslim Brotherhood control. Syria have a huge number of Muslim Brotherhood, but they are not in control. So they started the war in Syria, hoping in less than 6 months they will take over Syria and Syria will be a Muslim Brotherhood. Jordan, the whole country almost is a Muslim Brotherhood except the king. And actually just 2 months ago, the Jordanian court announced the Muslim Brotherhood party as not legitimate no more and dismissed that party. And for sure the king is doing that under the judge order, but the fact we knew that this is nothing but a protection for the king from the Muslim Brotherhood taking over. Egypt, when Obama was in charge, all of it became under the Muslim Brotherhood. When the Morsi, if you remember him, he became the president. Libya, Hillary Clinton, she met only with one person, only one, in Tripoli. And that person was the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood. Only one person. Preparing the Muslim Brotherhood to take over Libya. Tunisia was supported by Obama too, and right now as we speak, actually the Muslim Brotherhood control Tunisia. And the plan later to go over to Algeria and Morocco, but this is for now. Then what happened? The Saudi government, they discover that Obama and the CIA, they were supporting the Muslim Brotherhood to take over Saudi Arabia. And United Arab Emirates. Qatar already is under the Muslim Brotherhood. So look at this plan. If we erase the borders between those countries, we will notice that we have one massive, huge land controlled by one Islamic party called the Muslim Brotherhood. It's a terrorist organization. And that will establish the caliphate. That was the dream of Obama. And Obama worked so hard, and actually he was very successful. The war in Syria started. More than 80% of Syria was under the control of the Muslim Brotherhood. Egypt was fully controlled by the Muslim Brotherhood. Let us highlight the countries which is fully controlled by Muslim Brotherhood in certain time. Those countries. Most of this country, Syria. By the support of Turkey for sure. Jordan did not start the revolution in it, but they were preparing for that. And they execute al-Qaddafi, preparing the Muslim Brotherhood to take over, and they gave them the government immediately. So this area became under their territory. And later we will speak about why they could not take the rest of Libya. And Tunisia became Muslim Brotherhood land. And Turkey already, Erdogan is nothing but a Muslim Brotherhood member, trying to implement this party to control the Middle East, so he will become the coming caliphate. Qatar already, from long time ago, is a Muslim Brotherhood territory, and actually it is the bank of the Muslim Brotherhood. So the Muslim Brotherhood is a big plan to control the Middle East. And Obama invested a lot of money, a lot of effort to support the Muslim Brotherhood. When the Egyptian people, they went in revolution against the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, and they throw out the so-called elected president. Elected. This is what Obama will say to you, elected. Obama was the first to threat the Egyptian government that he will put all sanctions he can in his power in order to put back the elected president. The fact it is not about elected president, it's about his plan is disappearing. The biggest Islamic country in the Middle East, Egypt, more than 100 million, lost control of it. The Muslim Brotherhood are not in charge no more. The threat of Obama did not make any difference because people, more than 35 millions, they were in the street and they are the one who throw the government, not really the army. The army is just the one who carry on the order of the people. In Saudi Arabia, and this was the big change, the Saudi intelligence, they found that there is a big movement in the kingdom by the Muslim Brotherhood to take over the country. So overnight, over one night, the Saudi government start arresting anyone have connection with the Muslim Brotherhood. So the dream of controlling Saudi Arabia, which will provide the Muslim Brotherhood not only control of a huge land, will control a huge resource of oil and money, disappear. And that made Obama again so angry. And right away, the propaganda machine of the Democratic Party start attacking the Saudi royal family, that they are a bunch of criminals, as if the one before them was not, as if any of Islamic countries are not a bunch of criminals. I'm talking about government and leaders. Suddenly, the royal family became disgusting, and the Democrat, they don't want to sell weapons to Saudi Arabia, etc. So they were really heavily involved in the corruption, trying to implement the Sharia law, the Muslim Brotherhood, in the Middle East. The funny is that Saudi Arabia is already a country supposedly practice Sharia law. So what the Muslim Brotherhood they want from Saudi Arabia? I mean, how they want? I mean, are they going to establish Sharia law in Saudi Arabia? Already they have it there. The Muslim Brotherhood is an octopus. They have branches all over the world, and Europe is #1 centers for them. Actually, most of them right now, as we speak, they are living either in Qatar, Turkey, and Europe. And European always, because they have reputation, I'm talking about government, they have reputation of being stupid. They always welcome Muslim Brotherhood in their land, and they welcome terrorists. As an example, for those who don't remember, Al-Khomeini, he was living in France for many, many years, was under the protection of the French government, and even he had a salary and free housing. Salary and a free housing. And if you go to London, you will see that London have more terrorists than Jordan have. Because in Jordan, they will end in jail. In London, they will end in the park. And they will be having fun, growing their beard, teaching hate, and they are flourishing there. If you go to Belgium, you will find the same, became a center of terrorists. If you go to France, if you go, I mean, it's all over. So Europe, because they have a very stupid leaders, and just lately they start getting weak, and they notice that they made a big mistake by this garbage. They start to solve it, or trying to solve it, but in a very shy way. But still, until now, they are the biggest host for terrorists in the world. Any terrorist is wanted in the Middle East, he go to Europe. Seek asylum, they give him asylum. Even if he's a criminal, even if he killed many, you know, if we search now how many members of ISIS they are living in France, Italy, you know, Belgium, especially very westernized country like, you know, east of Europe, they don't like it much. You know, they like Western, really, the West, the real West. So the West was heavily involved by stupid leadership, sponsoring and established the caliphate by the Muslim Brotherhood. So what happened? Why the Muslim Brotherhood, they were not able to establish this caliphate, even though they have the support of their leader, which is Erdogan. Erdogan, who is trying to present himself. This is why you see Erdogan now, he took Hagia Sophia, and so he can get reputation that he is the true caliphate who can, you know, that make Islam dominate, and he don't care what anyone will say. He will do what Islam should say. What happened? What happened is a big surprise. Obama and his gang lost, I mean, after that, after Obama, he finished his time, his terms to serve, of service, which was a horrible service. And he is the one who established the Islamic Caliphate. But the Islamic Caliphate, Obama, he wanted it was the Muslim Brotherhood, not ISIS. ISIS was a big problem actually for Obama because it is not the plan. The plan is to establish Muslim Brotherhood Caliphate, not ISIS Caliphate. So when the Muslim Brotherhood, they lost in the front of ISIS in Syria, and ISIS swallowed them, Syria, it's not really a territory of the Muslim Brotherhood, except a very small, tiny piece of land controlled by Turkey. This is where the Muslim Brotherhood right now exists, and those are now Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda, many people actually do not know that ISIS and Al-Qaeda, both of them, they are Muslim Brotherhood. As an example, Osama bin Laden himself is a Muslim Brotherhood. Right now, the leader of Al-Qaeda in the world, Al-Zawahiri, he is a Muslim Brotherhood. The leader of ISIS, he is a member of Muslim Brotherhood. So it's the same party, but they have different, let's say, target and movement. So what happened when ISIS took over, and ISIS, they start making their videos and their propaganda, and by this stupid move, they earned a lot of anger from around the world of how savage they are. But the fact, all of them, they are the same. Muslim Brotherhood, they are more savage than ISIS. You can go right now and watch videos of Muslim Brotherhood dragging a human being in the road in Gaza. He's alive. Or burning a human being alive. Or chopping the head of a human being. Why? Because they accuse him he is spying for Israel. They don't execute, they torture. So this is how they are, and they are no different. But what happened, it was a disaster for the Muslim Brotherhood. When Saudi Arabia discovered that the Muslim Brotherhood, they are trying to take over their government, and the Emirat, the United Arab Emirates, they noticed that too. Both government, they start to crack down on the Muslim Brotherhood party. Right now, if you say for a second, if anyone know for a second, and you live in Saudi Arabia or Emirate, that you are a Muslim Brotherhood, you will be arrested immediately and you will stay for a long time in jail. So we can say those countries suddenly became Muslim Brotherhood free zone. There is nothing. There is no Muslim Brotherhood. I'm sure there is, but I mean, they are hiding, which means they don't announce that we are who we are. In Emirate, 7 ministers out of 12, they were Muslim Brotherhood. This is the ratio, imagine. From 12, there is 7. So if the number go bigger, still is going to be the same. So more than 60 to 70% of the ministers in the government, they are Muslim Brotherhood. Even the Minister for Education in the United Arab Emirates, they were Muslim Brotherhood. The Prince of Emirate, he was trying to be so friendly with the Muslim Brotherhood in order not to get their anger. He thought by giving them money, donation, center, do whatever you want, they will not think of throwing him out. But he was mistaken. Those are power seekers. So when he noticed that they are preparing for something big to take him out, he took them before they take him. Same for the Saudi family. The Saudi family, they were making a lot of donation, a lot of support, a lot of money coming to the Muslim Brotherhood. But when they confirmed the information, the intelligent information, that the Muslim Brotherhood preparing to take over the country, they decided to take them out. It was a lot easier for the Saudi because the Muslim Brotherhood in Saudi Arabia was not a big number like Emirate. So the change happened in Emirate and Saudi Arabia was a big disaster for the Muslim Brotherhood. Why? Because both of us, we knew that we have this guy, the Hindu guy, ask him something about the Bible, he will run away. Alawan, if I ask you to call me on, people will die laughing at you and your belief. And you are really stupid. And since when people, if they ask me about the Bible, I run away. You are a coward and you are stupid. All what I do here is answering people, debating people. So now if you ask me about the Bible, I'll run away. This guy, guys, he's a Hindu. And since we said that the Hindus are a very stupid cult, he himself, he told me that anything can be God. And look what they are bringing to themselves. I mean, why you are changing my topic? You are stupid. You are asking for a spanking. You called me last time and you said that anything can be God and rat can be God. So you are talking about running away from belief. You worship rats and you are talking about God, and you want to debate me and you want to ask me about the Bible. Ask me about the Bible. Who is holding you? Last time you came here, I told you, at least if you want to worship something, instead of worshiping a rat, worship a cat. But you are stupid and you come back again. You call me, we laugh at you, everybody laughing at you, and the recording is there. You believe anything can be God, rats can be God, rat is God. Okay, you go worship a rat, you have a temple for rats. And yet you are coming saying, if you ask me about the Bible, I run away. You worship a rat, you idiot. Rat. I mean, we laugh at Muhammad, but he did not say worship rats. So you think you are better than Muhammad? Rats. What about mosquitoes? I will be waiting for you to establish a new temple. It's called the Temple of Mosquitoes. Here you see, by the way, how stupid religion can destroy nations. A violent religion like Islam can destroy the whole world. But a belief like this guy here, that he believed that rats can be gods, is no better. Because it's still, if you go to their territory, if you go to the city, if you are a Christian minister, they will burn you alive, for you are preaching to worship Jesus, not to worship rats. They are the same. They think they are better than Muslims, and they claim that they are peaceful, but the fact they do the same behavior. Madness, stupidity. This is why religion, there is religion and there is faith and belief. We don't follow religion. Religion is made by the man, and it's dangerous. It's made to control. All religions, at the end of the day, they are political parties. Christianity is not a religion. We are not political party. We don't want to enforce people to believe in Jesus. We don't want to take over government. Never was, and we never will. And somebody will say in the history, there was the Pope, but this is not based in the Bible. You see, when we see Jesus teaching. Jesus said, give to Caesar what to Caesar, and to God what to God. He did not say, go overthrow Caesar and put a Christian Caesar. Even though that the king at that time, he was just a pagan. Give to Caesar what to Caesar. As simple as that. This is the answer of Jesus. So, religion, like Islam, is very dangerous. And this is why we see they are trying like an octopus to take over everywhere. If you go right now and see how many articles defending Islamic Muslim Brotherhood parties in Europe, you will not believe it. For they have members of their organization almost everywhere. Muslim Brotherhood, I made a video before about it. They have many names. As an example, they open a gym for sport. But the fact it is a Muslim Brotherhood center, where Muslim Brotherhood, they can meet without being noticed that they are Muslim Brotherhood. Printing company, publishing company, construction companies, electrician company. So they are truly an octopus, and they are very deceiving. If you remember, the grandson of the founder of the Muslim Brotherhood, Tariq Ramadan, where he live? He live in Switzerland. I mean, why those people they live in Switzerland? What they are doing there? What does Switzerland have to do with them? Many do not know that one of the biggest centers of the Muslim Brotherhood exists in Switzerland and Belgium. Why? Because it's very centralized in Europe and easy access for all Muslim Brotherhood to come from everywhere. This guy, he used to make lecturers, the Western, they praise him. He is like, suddenly became philosopher. This guy is a philosopher. This guy is a philosopher. They call him philosopher. This is what money and power can do. So in order to make the Muslim Brotherhood happy, they got their kid, the grandson of the founder of the Muslim Brotherhood, and they made him philosopher. They give him a great job. He do lecturers in very fancy universities, trying to convert people to Islam, and European intelligence, they support them. They give them all what they need, all the resource. They empower them. And then suddenly this guy, he was accused by 4 women of rape. I think now the total number is 5. And all the 5 Muslim women, they've been accusing him of rape. He did rape them during Islamic meeting. And that was the collapse of this person who the European, they were trying to use him as somebody, the Muslims, the Muslim Brotherhood, respect him very much, and maybe he will be the coming leader of the Muslim Brotherhood. So this is what Western intelligence they do. They invest in a person, they think he is something or someone for some group. So one day, like Al-Khomeini, France, they brought Al-Khomeini, they gave him protection, they gave him salary. So now, as we speak, Iran will never go aggressive in France. Why? Because if not France, sadly, we don't have the Islamic Republic of Iran today. And this was the business of those intelligence in Europe. They were hoping that this guy, maybe, he can be the president of Egypt. And maybe he can rule even Saudi Arabia. So they invest in those scumbags. They protect them. They give them power. They give them money. They give them the office. They give them the chair. They give them the stage. They make them very popular, very lovable. And they call them nice names like philosopher. And then we find that the philosopher is nothing but a rapist, like he's a prophet. But look what happened. There is tons of articles speaking about the Muslim Brotherhood as if they are a very nice party and they are very peaceful. As an example here, you will find an example of those, articles. This is the BBC. When you read the BBC speaking about the Muslim Brotherhood, you think that the BBC is speaking about a bunch of angels. Here in the sign it says Al-Islamu huwa al-hal, which means Islam is a solution. Islam is a solution for everything. This is what Muslim Brotherhood supposedly they are demanding, that we not practice Islam to be a solution. But this is a lie. Islam is not a solution only as a statement. Islam is a solution by violence and killing. If you go to the to the Muslim Brotherhood official website, this is the one in English. You don't see anything there. I mean, I don't see anything about jihad, anything, because this is in English. But if we go in the Muslim Brotherhood website, the official website in Arabic, we will find this. This is the logo of the Muslim Brotherhood. If you zoom in the logo, you will see it says وَأَعِدُّ. وَأَعِدُّ. What does that mean, أَعِدُّ? Those who know Quran very well, they knew that وَأَعِدُّ is a verse in the Quran saying, and prepare for them your horses, your weapon, your arrows, so you can kill them and slaughter them all. So there's million articles about the Muslim Brotherhood that they are peaceful. And most of those articles published in Western countries. But the logo of the Muslim Brotherhood, prepare for them weapon and horses. If we go right now to the Quran, just to show you what verse they are quoting, then you will understand what we are talking about. This is the logo. This is the jihad. Let us go to the yellow pages of Muhammad and show you the verse. This is why always I say never believe in a newspaper, because a newspaper most of the time they speak for the one who pay for them. They don't really. Chapter 8 verse number 60. Chapter 8 actually is the chapter of war, you know. وَأَعِدُّ لَهُمْ. وَأَعِدُّ لَهُمْ what? Let us read the verse. This is the Muslim translation. Against them, made ready your strength to the utmost of your power, including steeds of war, to strike terror in the heart of the enemy. Do you see what the logo of the Muslim Brotherhood? Do you see it? And then you will find Obama speaking about them, that they are nice people. Many European officials trying to present them as a peaceful group. And by the way, they are the one who killed President al-Sadat in Libya. And they are the one who killed tens of thousands in Syria. And they are the one who burned tens of churches and killed many Christians in Egypt. After they announced that they are peaceful. Yet you will find Western government promoting them, supporting them, because always Western government, they have different agenda from what is reality is, that those are nothing but terrorists. You know, when somebody says to you that Western government, they are against terrorism, is that really true? Absolutely false. Western government, they are against terrorism when terrorism is against them. But if terrorism support them, they support it, as we see with the Muslim Brotherhood, hoping that the Muslim Brotherhood will solve a problem and the Muslims will not be angry. So let us make the Muslim Brotherhood a government, control the Middle East, and then we will have, okay, you know, the Muslims are happy with their government, they want to practice Islam, so what's our business? And, you know, they will leave us alone. But this is a big fat lie, because simply, and against them, prepare your weapon. So when they have their enough strength, then they will launch war in Europe, and they will launch war and take Europe as they did before. You know, not long time ago, not even 50 years ago, 60 years ago, let us say not 60 years, let us say, we need to go back in history, check the numbers. You will see that the Muslims, they took more than half of Europe. Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, I mean, they went inside of France, they went, it was horrible. Almost Europe is gone. European until now did not learn their lesson. Europeans right now are busy in the beach watching football. If you open the news, you will find Europeans speaking about what? Orlando, he sent the message of love to his girlfriend. The mother of Orlando, she take pictures of her with her boyfriend. This is what they are busy with. Erdogan and the Muslim Brotherhood, they are preparing for war to invade Europe as we speak. And European, they are busy with their stupidity, thinking that they are living in heaven and everybody believe in peace. They became hippie, you know, the hippie mind. Hippie mind. I don't want to get involved in anything. I don't want to fight with anyone. And everybody is good. And, you know, if you speak against Islam, you are Islamophobia. You know, Islam is a good religion. We did not do anything to us. And if they want to make their wife wear a burqa, this is their business. So this is what they try to present for you, Islam. But Islam is not what they are talking about. Islam is practicing Islam. And practicing Islam is, if you are a Muslim, you have to pay jizya or you die. If you are an atheist, you have to be killed. If you are a gay, you have to be killed. If you are a lesbian, you have to be killed. If you do fornication, you have to be stoned if you are married. And you have to be whipped if you are single. That is Islam. Anything else is not Islam. If you leave Islam, we will kill you. If you insult the Prophet, we will slaughter you. So the European always try to present for you hippie ideas about Islam. I never spoke to a European person, unless he is from people who listen to me. He did not present to me Islam as a good religion, and he believed those who speak against it, they are misquoting the Quran, and ISIS is misquoting the Quran, and ISIS is not Muslims. You know, since ISIS appear in this in the stage, you will find hundreds and thousands of articles and TV stations made a program saying ISIS is not Islam. But guess what? Not a single thing ISIS did, Muhammad did not do. So you can say that the political Islam is sponsored by European. When they try to cover the truth and make it look like Islam have nothing to do with this, this is misquotation of Islam. The true Islam is not a government. The true Islam is not stoning to death, is not slaughtering, is not killing somebody because they kill you because you are wearing a jeans. They say to you, this is not Islam. There is a group of atheists, they made a cartoon about ISIS. You will believe it or not, the first one to take it down, it was YouTube. It's against our policy. And the cartoon is very funny and it's very truthful. Very truthful. I don't know how many of you saw it. YouTube was the first to take it down. If you post it in Europe, it's not legal. Why? Because they don't want you to know the truth. Europe and the West is controlled by a bunch of hippies. And those hippies, they don't want to see, they are in drugs. You know, drugs controlling. So the second you say Muhammad was a criminal, Islamophobia. The funny is, they say that we have Islamophobia, but they are the one, it is Obama who made a ban for 7 Islamic countries from entering USA. Look like Obama have Islamophobia too. And when Trump, he signed the same order, they call him of Islamophobia. But they did not call Obama. He is the one who made the order before Trump. Trump, he just renewed the signature. For it's expired as a date. If Islam is not dangerous, so why you are making security check in the airport? Islam is not dangerous. Why we have to take off our shoes? The truth is because of Islam, not because of the Hindus, not because of the Buddhas, not because of anyone, because of Islam. So they accuse you of Islamophobia. Obviously, you are the one who have a phobia then. The second you say the truth, they frame you. They give you a title. You are a hate monger. You are teaching hate. Well, hold on. The Quran is the one teaching hate. I'm saying we don't hate Muslims. I'm saying the truth. I'm saying Islam is a very ugly, disgusting religion. Well, isn't it this is the Quran? Isn't it this is the Quran saying that Allah will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians? This is the Quran. So if you quote this, they accuse you of teaching hate. But I'm quoting it to show you that this is bad. It doesn't matter. You should not quote it. I remember once I was speaking to a senator. He is now the foreign minister of Philippines, Senator Catayano. And there was a minister of a church from Canada. His name, the church name Anabaptist, something like this. I forgot the name. I think it's Anabaptist. So after I made the presentation with the senator, this guy was sitting between the crowd. And then after we finished, so he said to me, so what do you do exactly? I said, as you see. He said, so you are the kind of people who divide people. Look at this filthy idiot. And he's supposedly a Christian minister. I am the one who divide. I'm explaining to you what this cult believe in. I am dividing, or this is dividing. So for the Muslims who they believe in this, they are not the one who divide. I am the one who quote it to show you what the Muslim believe. I am the one who is dividing the people. I went to his page in Facebook and I found he have everyday quotation the Prophet Muhammad said. Look at this filthy idiot again. He claimed to be a Christian minister, but he is asking Christians to convert to Islam. Because what the point of saying Muhammad he said this and Muhammad he said that? Amazing statement of Prophet Muhammad. And actually I made a video about him. I don't know how many of you remember it. So those Western, I call them the hippie Western, they are more dangerous than Islam itself. Because they are not only to turn the alarm off, so when the fire in your house taken over, you will not know. They try to put you in drugs and sleep, so you will not even see it until it take over. They are more dangerous because they are the one who promote Islam to take over your country. Not only they don't do anything to stop it, but they promote it. But thank God, while the Western they support Islam, the Arab are fighting it. Which is very funny, isn't it? I mean, in Egypt, the president, his name is Muhammad. In the Prince of Emirat, his name is Muhammad. The Crown Prince in Saudi Arabia, his name is Muhammad. But all of them, they agree that political Islam is dangerous, we should fight it. Isn't it really weird? Islamic leaders, they believe Islam as an agenda is dangerous. Western leaders, hippie, people of the nude beach, they believe Islam is welcome and it's a good religion. And they support specifically the political Islam, not Islam as a religion. There is a party, it's called Hizb ut-Tahrir. I don't know how many of you heard of it. Hizb ut-Tahrir is just another name of the Muslim Brotherhood, and they want to establish the caliphate. And they are very popular actually in Indonesia and many Islamic countries in Asia. And they are very aggressive. Very aggressive. They want to kill anyone who opposes Islam. You know, they make a sceneries with the sword and the weapon in Indonesia, and tens of thousands they gather in the stadium, you know, and holding swords in their hand, carrying the flag of ISIS. The flag of ISIS, by the way, this is the flag of Muhammad anyway. Hizb ut-Tahrir is just another format of the Muslim Brotherhood, and they are seeking to establish an Islamic state and to kill anyone who believes in democracy. You believe it or not, Western countries are #1 supporters for Hizb ut-Tahrir. So if you are a member of Hizb ut-Tahrir and you want to make a speech in Belgium, you are welcome. But you cannot do that in Egypt. You cannot do that in Saudi Arabia. They will arrest you. But if you want to go to Belgium, you are welcome. You want to do a speech in Germany and you are from Hizb ut-Tahrir, which is a terrorist group, you are welcome. You know, actually the government, they will give you a salary. Just seek asylum, they give you a salary, free health insurance and free housing. And you can go and make a speech says, we hate the one who insulted the Prophet, and no democracy, we want just Islam. You are welcome. Because this is in total agreement with the Western lifestyle, no democracy. So how in the world that work? Because Western these days, you know, I don't want to say the word brainwash, they don't have the brain anymore. I cannot say brainwash because in order to brainwash you, you should have a brain first. Those people, they lost their brain. Wait until Europe will be flooded one day by those, and they will take over it without even going for war. Because who is going to stop them? Those hippies? Who's going to stop terrorists? The hippie in the beach? The one who they are smoking marijuana and hashish? The one who care only for having a boyfriend and girlfriend and have a drink? Who is going to stand for them? They open their borders and they are coming from everywhere, and there's no watch and there's nobody you know, like in control. The borders is open, millions they can come, and if you try to stop them, you are racist, you are filthy, you are Islamophobic, you are, and just wait. Just a few days ago, we watched a video in Belgium in the beach, and guess what? The fight erupted in the beach, and they were beating the police. The police was like a bunch of stupid idiots watching what's happening. They cannot do anything. Even they are beating the police in Belgium. So what kind of country this country is now? To the point that the immigrant, and they were speaking in Turkish, Algerian, Moroccan, all languages except the Belgian language. They are beating the police and beating the people, the native people of Belgium, and the police is watching. I could not believe it. So in Islamic countries, they fight them. In Europe, they welcome them. In Islamic country, they announce them as dangerous, terrorists. In Western countries, they are beloved. They are welcome. You will see the guy, he don't have a job. He gets salary from the UK government. And he have a sign. You know, he's a peaceful. He want the caliphate. Okay, what the caliphate mean? I mean, if you say something against the Prophet, we kill you. So now he's holding a sign, just wait until he have the weapon. Huh? Caliphate is the only way. What is that? Where is that? This is in Europe. This is Hizb ut-Tahrir. This is England. In England, the Muslims, they want the caliphate in England. So why you have a queen? Just take the queen, put the caliphate. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's not dangerous. So what? This is peaceful. This is temporary. And wait for what is coming. Behead those who insult Islam. This is in Europe. Those signs are not in Pakistan. This is not Saudi Arabia. This is in Europe. Massacre those who insult Islam. I don't know if you can see the sign, if you can read it. Do you see it? Massacre. This is in Europe. And they did not get arrested. There's a guy, what his name? I forgot his name. He speak against Islam. They ban him from entering Europe. The guy, he never said massacre Muslim or killing Muslims or hate Muslims. He never said that. And they ban him from entering Europe. But those are not banned from entering Europe. Can you believe it? The one who said behead, he is welcome to be in Europe. And the one who said don't behead is banned from entering the country because he is teaching hate. This is Europe, my friend. So what we have today is kind of amazing, crazy, that Islamic countries are fighting Islamic parties and those who want to establish the caliphate and terrorists, while Western countries are supporting them, hosting them, give them refuge, and even give them citizenship, and not only that, they will be in government all over. Isn't it? This is weird. In their countries, they are wanted. In Europe, they are welcome. The Jordanian, if you go to Jordan, the king will arrest him. The Egyptian, if you go to Egypt, the president will arrest him. The Saudi, if you go to Egypt, the Saudi Arabia, he will be arrested for being terrorist, etc. But you go to Europe, you are a good guy. So what if you say behead those who insult Islam? What the problem? I mean, this is peaceful protest. You know, the Muslims, they say the Christian Prince, they call me all kind of names trying to make people hate me. And they quote videos, you know, they edit them as usual. As an example, I was saying to a Muslim woman, suckle me. The Muslims, Allahu Akbar, this guy is a Christian sexual president. And the Muslim, they say to me, Christian women, they have AIDS. You know, there was one of them, she said, this Christian Prince, you are not married because you have, you know, Christian women, they have AIDS, Western women, they have AIDS. You better convert to Islam and marry, you know, Muslim women. So if you say anything, they try to use it against you when it is the opposite. It was them saying it. But behead those who insult Islam is not a problem. Teaching hate and killing. You know, in UK they have a recording of Muslims secretly. It's called Dispatch. I don't know how many of you watch it. They publish it in the BBC. I don't know, BBC it was, I forgot. No, not BBC, different channel. BBC, they will never dare to do so that, I think. So anyway, they publish it, and everybody heard what they teach inside the mosque about fighting the infidels, how the infidels are filthy, dirty, they are pigs, how we should, you know, fight them, kill them, whatever. And then not even 2 weeks after publishing that video was demolished, taken down, and the TV station apologized. Apologize for what? For sharing the truth. You cannot share the truth in Europe, for we are ruled by hippies. You can search for Dispatch and try to download it because it is not allowed to be exist. They took it down. It's not allowed. Why? I mean, this is reality. They recorded them secretly, exposing what they teach in their mosque. Why you want to take it down? Because that hurt the Muhammadan feeling, saying the truth, what they teach in their mosque. You cannot do that. That is the truth, my friend. So let us make it clear. Political Islam is Islam, and those who oppose political Islam, they are opposing Islam. So the king of Saudi Arabia is opposing Islam, because all of us, we knew that he himself actually is covering according to the rules of Islam. So how come if the Muslim Brotherhood, they rule by Islam, it is bad, but if you rule by Islam, it is wrong? All what they want, they don't want Islam to be a party, but all of them, they use Islam to govern and to control. All of them. And you will see that even in the West today, like we heard Joe Biden quoting Muhammad, saying the Prophet, he said. Suddenly in America now, it's part of the election to quote Muhammad. Why? Because we have a small tiny minority of Muslims in USA. They are hoping to get this tiny number. But look how stupid this guy is. Anyone who knows what Islam is about, he will now drop his vote for Biden, because obviously he is a hypocrite, he is a false man. Otherwise, why is quoting Muhammad? We have to say the truth, even if many trying to suppress it. Freedom of expression, go to hell. This guy, he live in the West. Give them the government, please. You know, give them the government, so those Western, they will learn the hard way. Actually, me myself, I cannot wait until I see one of the Western countries controlled by Sharia law. You know, it might be sound like evil, right? I mean, to wish for something to happen, but I believe this is the best thing to happen for European. Why? Because they need to be punished. They need to be punished for the crimes they committed against Christianity forbidding Christians, fighting Christianity from schools, forbidding the Bible, so they became so hippies. And now the curse of Islam is upon them. Just wait until you see somebody will be slaughtered for drinking wine, or swimming in the pool, or swimming in the beach with bikini. Just wait until they start stoning you and cutting your hands and your feet and crucifying you. This is Islam. The punishment is in the Quran. Just wait. The only way to teach those stupid Western what Islam is about, to make them live under Islam. And actually, when the Muslim Brotherhood took over Egypt, I told Brother Osama, I was with him in radio, Osama was very upset. I said, you know, this is disgusting, the Muslim Brotherhood took over Egypt, etc. You know, he's Egyptian, so he have the right to be upset. I said to him, Osama, don't worry. The best way to make Muslims hate Islam is to make them under Islam. As long as Islam is just a statement, nobody will know what Islam is about. Muslim Brotherhood came and took over. And now Egyptian, they will never let Muslim Brotherhood rule them ever again, because they saw what it is. It's garbage. When the Muslim regime in Iran collapsed, count my words, not a single Iranian will stay Muslim, because they live under Islam for more than 40 years. And now they hate it. The best way to make people understand what is the truth about Islam is to make them live under the faith of Islam, and then they will understand. Otherwise, you make a speech from now until next year, they don't listen, they are stupid, they are hippie, they want to go in the beach being nude, and they want to drink beer, and they want to have party on Saturday, and all your speeches is nothing but Islamophobia. But when you make them live under this garbage, then they will notice that this was true. You know, nobody want to believe that, I mean, what we saw with the video of ISIS, it can be true. But this is Islam, you know, all what happened, we gave them a control. The Western, they are the one who sponsor ISIS. It's the truth. They gave them the weapon. Where is the weapon coming from? Where is the ammunition coming from? All of it is coming through the borders of Turkey. And who is the one who supply it? Qatar buy, the Western sell, Turkey deliver. All of us we knew. The money from Qatar, the seller is Europe, the buyer is the Qatari prince, the delivery is the Turkish. It's not a secret. Everyone knows. Did you hear anyone saying that Turkish is supporting terrorism? Did you hear Trump saying Turkey is behind ISIS? No. Trump, he went once in front of the White House accusing Qatar of sponsoring terrorism, and then after that he ate his tongue. He said, I'm going to ban the Muslim Brotherhood, it's a terrorist group, and then after that he took it back. Because business is good. So the problem we have in the West, that we don't have real leader, including Trump. You see, I vote for Trump and I have to vote for him again, not because he is the best, but he is better than the rest of the idiots from the Democratic Party. Democratic Party is a bunch of morons. They are literally a bunch of morons. It's like crazy people, they talk too much hashish and they don't know what to do. They stand for anything is not right. Open borders. I mean, why you want to open border? I mean, in which country, which word is that word is? Do you have a fence in your house? Do you have a door? Why you don't open the door? Open the door. Why we have doors? Why we have windows? Why you have fence? Huh? The funny, those Democrats, they say we don't even want police. Can you believe it? But they themselves, they don't walk in the street without protection of bodyguards and police. Obama is against police, but he don't walk in the street without the Secret Service. When his wife, she want to buy some zucchini, they close the road. Just because Her Majesty, his wife, she want to buy zucchini from a store. They close the road from the two sides, as if we are living in the Middle East. But they are against the police. But they cannot live without the Middle East. They are against using fuel. They don't want to use oil. You know, we want to go green. But all of them, they are using the most expensive, heavy-duty four-wheel drive, which suck gas like crazy. But go green, go green, you know. We want to stop oil. But they don't. Hippies, madness, stupidity. One of the congresswomen, one of those hippie of the Democrat, she said, you know, working force or something like that, you know, they do not need billionaire. Billionaire need working force, something like that. I mean, have you ever heard of stupid things? Well, you know, you don't need billionaire. Okay, they will leave. Here we go. They are leaving New York now, and New York, it might go bankruptcy. They are kicking the billionaire out. You know, they are hippies. The billionaire are bad people. Okay, so the billionaire, they will carry their bag and go. They have their money in the bank. They don't need to carry the money. They move to different state, and they establish their business there. And let us see how you can find a job. So what we suffer from is not really Islam. Islam is easy to fight, easy to expose. The problem is the hippies around us in government. How we give them government control. When you have an idiot in the office, how you can fight anything. How you can stand against anything. The only one is fighting Islam right now is Islamic countries. This is the truth. It is not Trump. It is not Macron. All the weapon is coming for the Muslim Brotherhood in Libya is coming from Europe. All the weapon is coming for the terrorists in Libya is coming from Europe. All of us, we knew that. Why? Because we have hippie. The only one is fighting the agenda of Islam is Muslims. Look at this title as an example. This is an article written by obviously somebody support Muslim Brotherhood. Arab state against political Islam, push Islamophobia in the US. So now they are saying, oh, because you are standing against the political Islam, you see, you know what? That will increase the Islamophobia. But look how they changed the problem. The problem is not political Islam no more. The problem is Islamophobia. And what is Islamophobia? Phobia is to be, you know, be afraid of something does not exist. Like to be afraid of a cockroach, as an example. But those liars, when they use the term Islamophobia, they try to frame you. Is terrorism is phobia, or it is reality? Do we take off our shoes to go to the airplane? Is that a phobia? Do you have security check for the names, history of travel, money transformation, or transferring before anyone enter the country? Is that Islamophobia? When somebody attack a group of people in the Christmas market and driving his car, going after them, I think those people, they are suffering from Islamophobia because it's not dangerous. Islam is peace. And since when the last time you heard of an Islamic attack? Since when? I mean, come on, that's not true. So they come with the phrase Islamophobia to frame you, to silence you. And this is made by the hippies, sponsored by Muslims. The hippies in the West. The second you say the truth about Islam, you are Islamophobic. Or you have a phobia. So why you did not go and fly after 9/11 in the airplane, if this is a phobia? What are you afraid of from? You have a phobia, huh? You have Islamophobia? Why you stop flying? To the point Most of airline, they went almost bankrupt. Hmm? Who have the phobia? Actually, after 9/11, I did fly, and after 9/11, I did not run away like many. I joined the USA Army to fight for my country, to defend my country. So the point of what we are saying today, that if you are depending on Western leaders to fight Islam, you are mistaken. Muslim leaders are the one is fighting Islam, and they earn my support. The minister of Emirat fighting Islam. The crown prince of Saudi Arabia is fighting Islam, even though they say different. I mean, they build mosque and they give a free Quran, blah 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 blah, all this, you know. But reality is, Islam is a government, and anyone don't want Islam as a government, it's mean he don't want Islam. Who is the one stopping Algerian to have Islamic government? Nobody except Algerian. Moroccan. Who stopped Morocco from having Islamic government? Nobody. Moroccan. Who stopped the Syrian from having Islamic government? Nobody. The Syrian, they don't want it. The Muslim themselves, they don't want it. Who is stopping the king of Jordan to announce his country as a Sharia law country? Nobody. But they don't want it. Muslims don't want Islam. They want just the skin of Islam, because they cannot deny it. They cannot say, oh, we get rid of it right away. But reality is, even the skin does not exist. Like, you know, if you go to Turkey, in Turkey, we have Erdogan, and Erdogan is a Muslim Brotherhood, right? Okay. So Muslim Brotherhood took over Turkey, and they claim that they are Muslim party, 100% Muslim party. But if you go to Turkey, you will find nothing but nightclub, women almost wearing nothing, bikini, nakedness, whiskey, black label, party everywhere. So where is the Islamic party? Where exactly we can find it? This is like a guy, supposedly he was an Islamic, this is an Islamic TV show. And by the way, this is the one I wrote my book to answer him. His name is Adnan Oktar, and he used the name Harun Yahya. This is his Islamic show. This is Turkey. This is Turkey, my friend. And this is an Islamic show. Do you see how Islam in Turkey? So the outside, Erdogan, he recite the Quran for us. He want to take Ayah Sophia. Allahu Akbar, Takbir. But this is an Islamic TV show promoting Islam. What about the nightclub then? If this is an Islamic show promoting Islam, doing this, so what is Islam then in Turkey? What is Islam exactly in this country? To be honest with you, I'm thinking to convert to Islam as we speak, because this is very convincing. I never thought about Islam as to be about shiki, but look like it is shiki. So Islamic countries today are not exist, even with the most popular names who claim to be Islamic. Did you ask yourself, okay, Muslim, you know, Erdogan recite the Quran, he took Ayah Sophia, he present himself as a Muslim leader, You know, but what? So why Turkey is Turkey today? Because simply Turkish, they don't want Islam. They don't want Islam. Nobody wants Islam. Otherwise, who stopped the Turkish? The Turkish are the most aggressive people who hate Christianity, as we knew in history. I'm talking about the Ottoman. So who is stopping them from being who they are? To practice what they want. Because they don't want it. I'm truly, truly convinced to be a Muslim after watching this program. I mean, it's so good to be true. I like this religion now. I don't know. I feel like I was wrong all this time. Look at this. Not like my show. You know. I want to have those as admins. Those can make nice admins, not the admins I have. That's so good. Allahu Akbar. Prophet Muhammad is so proud about this. I mean, this is so good. Ya tatlıyı, ya tatlıyı. Takbir. And this is the one who made the books about Islam, Quran, and science, by the way, in case you do not know. All Islamic and science movement is behind, this guy is behind it. So he's a big deal to bring people to Islam. Actually, the guy, his name, what his name? The guy who claimed to be an ex-Christian minister, useless. His wife, she called him useless. Yusuf State, I think his name. He said he was looking for a book to make a speech and to show them that Quran is amazing. And then he got the book of Harun Yahya. No, this is Harun Yahya. You know? This is the truth. So when they say to you they want Islam, which Islam you want? This is the one who promote the Quran and science. He's a sheikh. This is Turkey. This is Erdogan Turkey. You go to Turkey, you find nothing but this. Actually, this is just not. This is, by the way, a respectable dancing. You want to see the real dance? Go to nightclubs in Turkey. This is like okay, they are behaving. You know, I mean, the skirt here is really long. I mean, we have to admit the skirt, like the skirt here. I mean, it's so long. This is disgusting. Why it's so long? This is very conservative. So look at the girls sitting in the couches. I hate, I look at the admins I have, the guys or the girls, and look at the admins he have. I mean, this is not even fair. Life is not fair. That's not right. Why, brother? Brother? Alhamdulillah. Oh boy. Okay. I think, what was the topic? I forgot, you know, like I don't remember what was the topic. What was the topic? What we were talking about today? What we were talking about today? I'm not really sure. We were talking about the weather. No. We were talking about, hold on, let me try to put my thought together. Okay. The topic. Let me read the title. Where's the title? Why Islam is rejected in most by Muslims. Okay, now we remember the topic, and thanks to Allah, He restored the memory, and we are good to go. Right? Actually, once I sat with the person he worked. I don't know what he worked, you know. So I asked him, "What do you do?" He said, "I am a manager of a big nightclub in Indonesia." I told him, "Really, isn't it Indonesia? They have like a huge majority of Muslims." He said, "Oh, you should see. The nightclub in Indonesia is the stadium. Can hold thousands and thousands of people." I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yeah." "But this is Indonesia. This is an Islamic country." "Yes, brother." Oh boy. Okay, I got to go. You know, what was the topic again? I keep losing my thought, man. I forgot again. Excuse me. Excuse ma. You know? What I was talking about. Okay, I think The topic will come. Just hold on. It's coming, you know, it's coming. Like I'm trying to focus on the topic now. But isn't this is the topic? I mean, okay. You know, I'm going to take over I'm going to call him and see if he needs an assistant. I think he needs an assistant. Praise be to Allah. We want to practice Islam officially. You know, that's really amazing. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. So good to be true. Very beautiful. All right. Okay, the versions. Anyway, let us go back to our topic. But what was the topic? I'm not really sure. So anyway, my friend, I'm not going to keep this video, by the way. The one who recording it, they can record it, it's up to them. But just we wanted to share with you that the real ones who is fighting Islam is Muslims. It is not Western. Muslims in Turkey, they don't want Islam. And they prove what you saw. Muslims in Egypt, they don't want Islam. And they prove what you saw. In order to know which country you want Islam, see which one practicing Islam, as simple as that. If they are not practicing Islam, that means there is no, and they don't want Islam. Why they don't want to practice cutting hands in Jordan? Isn't it this is the order of the Prophet? Crucifying people in Egypt. Isn't it this is the order of the Prophet? They don't want it. Who is holding them? The Christian in Egypt, they are like maybe 15 to 20%. So the majority are Muslims. And they can implement Sharia law over one day. But why they don't want it? So the appearance, they say they defend Islam, they want Islam, but in reality, they are against Islam 1,000,000,000%. Saudi Arabia, they don't practice Islam really. No. You see, in Saudi Arabia, not a single Christian page is here. In Saudi Arabia now, women, she can walk without wearing hijab. You believe it? Without wearing burqa. Women, she can drive a car. Women, she can leave the country without permission of her parents. So where is the Islamic Sharia law? In 20 years from now, if this crown prince became the king, and I believe he will become the king soon, Islam will be in the bye-bye. Already, you know, this guy is trying to make Islam in the bye-bye already by giving all those privilege to women. And they are not actually privileged, this is their right. You know? So you will notice that even the center of Islamic countries, Saudi Arabia, is trying to get rid of Islam slowly in order not to make a shocking transformation. So the crown prince, he will not face a revolution against him. So slowly, slowly, they open a theater. They have a movie theater. You believe it in Saudi Arabia? The first time a bicycle came to Saudi Arabia, they arrested the bicycle and they behead the bicycle and they call it the bike of the devil. So we are talking about a country in the cave time mind. When I saw women in Saudi Arabia right now as we speak, walking in the street, showing their hair, wearing skirt, no abaya, no burqa, nothing, have makeup, I could not believe it. That is not Saudi Arabia, the one I know. Muslims don't want Islam. If you go to Dubai right now, what do you see? Did anyone see Islam there? The beach, the bikini, the hotels. The hotels, they will serve you wine, black label, whatever you wish. You just go to any hotel. Nobody says to you this is haram. They don't even dare to say the word haram. So I depend on fighting Islam not by the hippie Western, for they will never fight Islam. The one who helped me really in fighting Islam is Muslims. The biggest enemy of Islam is Muslims. And they are the one who is conquering and destroying Islam. And I'm very thankful for them. For sure, we appreciate those who support me here and they download my videos and they support us in every mean. Like many people, they help us in donation. But we are not enough to destroy Islam. We need more forces. And the forces join us from Muslims. If Islam really in control of those countries, the world will look different today. Totally different. You will see even those who claim to be Muslims in the West, they are wearing jeans, but this is haram in Islam to wear jeans. You will see Mimi, he have a jeans and he have holes in it. You know, those are for Fifi and Mimi and Susu, you know? Jeans with holes? Yeah, fashion, brother, fashion. Yeah. But according to Islam, this guy is not a Muslim. Muhammad, he says, the one who act like them, he is one of them. The one who act like them, he is one of them. Which means the one who dress like them, he eat like them, he is one of them. So, Islam is demolished. We are just putting nails in the coffin. And the one who is making the coffin is Muslims, not us. We are just putting the nails before we bury it. I hope that this topic did put some light for many who do not know what's going on. And if you are an American and the election is coming, please go and vote. And don't let those hippies, Democrat, take over the government. I'm really afraid that because usually Christians, they are, you know, they don't care until things happen. And when things happen, they say, oh, how this is happening. So the coming election, my friend, is extremely important in the USA. Because the coming president is going to name at least 2 or 3 judges in the Supreme Court. And you know what Supreme Court is? This is a very important position for us from a president. For they are the one who will rule the country for the coming God knows when. We need a conservative Christian judges. And the only way to do it is to elect Trump. If you elect Democrat, they will bring you a bunch of hippies controlling your lifestyle, telling you what is right and what is wrong. So please, if you are an American and you are going to go and vote, regardless you like Trump or not, me myself, I have many things against Trump. And always I say them, I don't take a side, but we don't have other choice except to vote for Trump. Otherwise we will have those hippies, the stupid hippies, the moron of the Democrat. They are a bunch of moron. And I will not let moron, I will not be happy to see them controlling me. What I do, what I say. They are literally crazy people. You know, one of the things, maybe I should make a video actually after this one. What do you think, guys? Should we talk about why we should vote for Trump? Make a title about that, and this video we will keep it. But for sure, YouTube will try to take it down. You know YouTube, right? They are very peaceful too. And by the way, YouTube is just another form of terrorism. If you don't speak as they want, this is the Democrat. If you don't say what they like, if you don't speak like them, they bury you, or they try. This is Islam. They have the same mentality, the same ideology. They claim that they are peaceful, but they go in the street and burn cars, attack people in their houses, try to burn churches. They burn the Bible. This is Islam. The one who burned the Bible is Islamic countries. The one who burned churches, Islamic countries. They are the same exactly. They are violent. They are terrorists. If you don't agree with them, they will bury you. They will frame you. They will give you every scumbag title in the world in order to make you look ugly. And this is why YouTube keeps chasing me. If you go and watch Muslim videos, when the last time the YouTube took a video of Mimi hijab, took it down? Do you remember the guy who said, go and harass David Wood, harm him? He said the word even harm him. We should do anything we can harm him. David Wood, he complained to YouTube. YouTube did not take the video down.
Antifa, you know, the hippie, the garbage. So a guy saying we should go and harm this guy, let us harm him. He used even the word harm. YouTube did not say something wrong. My video about the rats is against the guideline of YouTube. Because YouTube is running by a bunch of rats. That is reality. The rats of YouTube. And they want to make us look like we are the rats. DW invited the devil. I don't know who is DW. Who is DW? Anyway, but you know, we don't really, I mean, we say the truth no matter what they try to do. I will make a video later, maybe today or maybe tomorrow, about why, if you are a Christian, you cannot vote for Democrat. And this is true. Not only Democrat, any party who support anything against the teaching of Christ. If Republican, they will support that, we should not vote for it too. How you can be Christian and you support abortion? How you can be, you know, Catholic? You know, sadly, there's many Jewish and many Catholic and many Protestant. They are part of the Democratic Party. How you can do that? How you can support a party standing against the teaching of Christ? That's mean not only you are not a Christian, you are an antichrist. You are a false Christian and you are using the name of Christ falsely. You cannot be Christian and you vote Democrat, no matter who you are. Since when we Christians, we support what they stand for. Not a single thing they stand for is true and right. So if you call yourself a Christian and you think you are a Christian, yet you are going to vote for Democrat, obviously you are a very false person. Think about it. How I can be Christian then? And I'm voting for someone approved killing babies. I must be a very good Christian then. They are even confused about their gender. How you can join such a party? They are confused which bathroom they should go to. How stupid you are to be in a party like this. Before Corona, if you open a radio station, you will see all Democrats discussing, should we have like why we have separated bathroom? Is that a discrimination of gender? I mean, imagine discrimination of gender. If we have a bathroom for male and bathroom for female, this is discrimination of gender. This is how their stupidity went so far. They are so bored, so spoiled, and they are looking for a topic to fight over. I mean, what is now the bathroom now? Our topic now, the bathroom. The guy with the private part as a penis where to go, and the women with the private part as a vagina where to go. This is the topic. And they are confused where we should go. I mean, can you find any reasoning to join such a party unless you are mentally ill? Unless you are a moron? Even the bathroom you are confused about? Where and when your confusion will stop? Anyway, as you know, we cannot keep such a video because YouTube will go all over me, so we have to delete it because we said a lot of harmful stuff. And you know, YouTube is not a terrorist organization. Absolutely. YouTube is very peaceful about that. The only thing they do, they mute you, they stop you, they ban you, but they are, you know, they have a guideline. Number one of guideline of YouTube, you cannot say the truth. You can't speak your mind. But the country says, the constitution says a freedom of speech. Oh no, you cannot do that. This is YouTube. Freedom of speech only if you are supporting the Democrat. If you join the Rat Party. If you don't join the Rat Party, you have no freedom of speech. You can say we want to burn the church. If you are a Democrat, it's okay. This is not hateful speech, not violence. You can attack the police. You can throw fire at them. This is not violence. This is peaceful protest. But if you want to do the same, or even just to speak, or even say this is wrong, you are a person teaching hate, and this is against our community guideline. Filthy. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you. We are going to take down this video, unless you recorded already on your side, so you can load it, because you know what will happen next. You know. You know. We love everybody, but doesn't mean if we love everybody that we will not be truthful. You know, we love to save the Muslims, and those who they are Democrat, we don't hate them too, you know, but doesn't mean that if we don't hate you, that doesn't mean we will not say that you are wrong and stupid. Doesn't matter, you know. If you have a person you love and he do a stupid thing, shall you say to him you're stupid, being stupid, doing stupid, or just say to him you are right, doing right, so he can do more wrong? If you love a person, if you care for community, if you care for your family, if you care for your people, you say to them when they do wrong that this is wrong, so they will not dive in the quicksand. You say that you are wrong to save them, not because you hate them. Jesus the Lord, he said, I came for the sick, not for the healthy. And let me make it so clear for you, liberals, you are sick. And you need to repent. You need to think. You need to stop to be a moron. From the first day Trump he became a president, they start burning cars. Why? Because in this country we have a freedom of speech. But since when a freedom of speech is burning somebody's car? Or breaking a window of a store and stealing the phones and the jewelry inside? This is a freedom of speech? Or this is a bunch of gang and thieves? And yet they call themselves people who are protesting the death of a poor man. You don't care for the poor man. Where is your money? Where's your money when this poor man, he need money? They made a coffin from gold for him after he died, but the guy, he died because of a $25. Where was the $25 when he was alive? So when he died, because you want to use him for a political agenda, you put him in a coffin made of gold, big church, suddenly very famous people coming to the funeral. Where they been? And right now there's many black African, they are poor. Where is your money? Why the owner of Amazon who don't say today, I'm going to give 50% of my money to the poor African? Aren't you Democrat? Why Hillary Clinton, why Bernie Sanders don't say, okay, you know what, those don't have $25 in their pocket from the black community, take half of my money, half, don't take the whole of it. They do not do that. They make a big funeral for you, to use you, to abuse you for their political gain. Filthy cowards. When you are alive, they abuse you, they use you, and they don't care for you. When you die, you don't even have control of your body. They take it, they use it for their political agenda. Even when you are dead, for them you are just an object of election. That is the truth. Anyway, I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you all, and I will try to make a video about election very soon, and I hope people will download it and share it. Thanks very much for your support, and don't forget to subscribe. And again, in order to find us always, it's not just by subscribing to the channel, but by following a website we use, so you can always get updated, like Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, etc. Because the link of a broadcast can change, can be different channel. As you see, YouTube, they are targeting me. So you will be updated always in many forms, like Instagram, as you see, Patreon, you can subscribe there. We have another channel, it's called The Quality of Life, M27, you can subscribe. Our Facebook, as you see in the screen, you can subscribe, and minds.com, and Twitter. All of those is a form of communication, because they chase us, they try to suppress us, they try to mute us. So we are trying to keep in track with you, and this is how you can get updated. So please take notes how you can find my live streaming always. Very easy, and this way we can always stay, together, and they cannot take us down. Because the whole point of this chasing me and taking my videos down, etc., is they don't want you to hear me. As simple as that. So if we knew where to find the person, then it doesn't matter where he's going to do live broadcast. This channel today, tomorrow different channel, and opening a channel on YouTube, it takes 2 minutes. And I have already many backup. So they stop me here, I open the second one, it doesn't matter. So it is about how to find the person, and then we join with this person. For sure, if we care to support what he say and what he is teaching. If you are not interested, then this is a different story. So I want to say thank you again for being here. May the Lord bless you. Tell your friends about how to join us, how to be part of this, and we appreciate those who support us in every way, in every mean. Again, if you are a person who speak languages, we have some of my books for free in Russian language, as an example, Malay, Albanian. We are trying to make more and more books for free, so people, they can read, especially countries where Islam is, let us say, there's no freedom of buying books, or the Muslim, they can ban those books, like Albania as an example, or in Indonesia, or in Malaysia as an example. So this is why I made those books for free. Number one, most of them, they are poor. The Russian are not poor, but I know that Muslims, they can make this book banned from entering Russia, so I decided to make it for free, and they can have it for free. And now this book is really spread all over Russia. You will not believe it. I'm so happy for making that decision, even though that really, will lower the support I get from my books, which is almost become like zero, because we are giving our books for free. But always the Lord, he support us, and the support come from the middle of nowhere. So we are thankful for the Lord. He is our provider, and we have no worry about tomorrow. Thank you. God bless you, and see you soon again. Take care.